welcome to Shanghai. I am Chen Xuan.
Hi, I'm Timothy Pope. Western Xia, a dynasty that thrived in northwest China nearly 1,000 years ago, is back in the global spotlight. Just days ago, its imperial tombs were added to UNESCO's World Heritage List, marking China's 60th such site. And now in the heart of Shanghai, an exhibition is offering a rare glimpse into the culture behind those tombs. With more than 120 relics from Ningxia, visitors can explore the Tangut people's achievements from their writing system right through to printing technology. Zhang Hong takes us inside this rediscovery of a seemingly forgotten chapter of Chinese civilization.
In downtown Shanghai, it's quite a sight to see lively dances from Ningxia Hui Autonomous Region taking stage. But performance isn't the only thing Ningxia has brought. Over 120 cultural relics have traveled here, telling a story about Western Xia, a vanished empire. The modern-day Ningxia was once the heartland of the Western Xia, a powerful state led by the Tangut people who thrived in northwest China between the 11th and 13th centuries. Ancient China meticulously documented its past through dynastic records, culminating in the 24 histories. Yet Western Xia, despite its almost 200-year reign, never received a dedicated chapter, so much of its story has been lost in time. Let's start with something fundamental, their language. Tangut script, the written language of Western Xia, can be seen alongside Mandarin Chinese titles throughout this exhibition. This script is even used as an anti-counterfeit mark on modern-day Ningxia's invoices. Here are the Tangut characters for numbers 1 to 10, along with their possible pronunciations I found online.
Léo, như, so, tür, mưa, xiu, cha, piar, lu, he.
The Tangut people originally used Chinese characters, a reflection of their proximity to the Song dynasty, which was led by the Han ethnicity. But in just 4 years, they developed their own script, a complex and unique system that looks somewhat like Chinese characters. This, for instance, is a Tangut script wooden printing block found in a pagoda in Ningxia.
宋代的印刷业十分发达，西夏受宋代的影响非常深。西夏的印刷业也相当的发达，它不仅有雕版印刷、版画印刷，还有活字印刷。在活字印刷里面，不仅有泥活字印刷，也有木活字印刷。
Even as they created their own script, they didn't abandon Chinese characters.
在整个西夏境内呢，汉文和西夏文同时并行。我们从出土的很多文献就能看到，出土的既有西夏文的文献，也有汉文的文献，既有佛教的，也有世俗的文献。
As Mr. Wang emphasized, the influence of Han culture was ever present in Tangut people's life. Long before they founded Western Xia, they were already in close contact with Han Chinese during the Tang dynasty, the dynasty that preceded the Song. This cultural connection is clear in their reverence for Confucianism.
西夏中后期以后，特崇尚儒学，那么尊孔子为文宣帝，把儒学里面的经典，包括《尔雅》呀、《论语》，都翻译成了西夏文，作为他们学习的一部分。
Buddhism was also central to their spiritual life, just like their Han neighbors. Today we get to see Tangut people in portraits as devotees making offerings. They put on headwear similar to those of the Han Chinese, including Song dynasty styles like Dongpo-jing, Futou, and Tongtianguan. At first glance, they look almost identical to the Song elite, but without a headwear, their distinct features become evident. And they didn't stop at spiritual pursuits. Their craftsmanship also reflected sophistication. Just look at this intricately designed gold bowl and this water container.
西夏专门设立了文思院，管理它的手工业生产。那么我们知道呢，北宋和南宋都设立文思院，反映它在这个机构上完全仿制的是宋朝的这种一个管理手工业的这样机构文思院。那么我们看瓷器，磁州窑是当时河北非常大的一个窑系，灵武窑出土的瓷器深受磁州窑的影响。它在工艺和制作方面，与磁州窑的瓷器，基本上是一致的。
A breathtaking journey through art history has arrived in Shanghai, straight from Paris. Over 100 masterpieces from Musée d'Orsay are now on display at the Museum of Art Pudong, tracing France's revolutionary path to modern art. From Van Gogh's iconic bedroom to Molay's The Cleaners, the exhibition brings together works that redefined modernity. Zhang Hong takes us inside this feast of art.
The Musée d'Orsay is one of France's most iconic museums. Housed in a former railway station, it's best known for its world-class collection of artworks from 1848 to 1914, especially its Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masterpieces. I visited the museum back in 2018. There's just so much to see. But now, 7 years later, over 100 masterpieces from the Musée d'Orsay have come to Shanghai, here at the Museum of Art Pudong. The exhibition is titled Paths to Modernity, and it really is like an illustrated textbook, guiding us through decades of change in art, from academicism to post-impressionism. In the 19th century, the dream for any artist in France was to be shown at the Salon in Paris to gain recognition and sell their work for a good price. But getting in meant following the rules, and those rules favored lofty subjects like mythology, religion, or history. Figures had to be flawless, bodies idealized like marble. Take the Birth of Venus, for example. It is a celebrated piece from the 1863 Salon, even purchased by Napoleon III. But not everyone was impressed. Our critic Emile Zola said, the goddess looked like pink and white marzipan, too perfect, too fake. Realism was about to crash in. Artists like Gustave Courbet and Jean-François Millet turned their attention to the real life, workers, peasants, everyday people. Courbet shocked the establishment with A Burial at Ornans. It's a massive canvas, not of heroes, but ordinary villagers at a funeral of someone of unknown identity. The painting remains in Paris, but here in Shanghai, we get a glimpse of the artist's self-portrait. Millet, raised on a farm, brought rural life to the canvas. His painting The Cleaners, showing women gathering leftover grain, gave dignity to the unseen. Then came a group fascinated by light, color, and movement. Rejected by the Salon, they held their own exhibition in 1874. Later became known as the first Impressionist show. The name of the movement, Impressionism, came from a critic mocking Monet's Impression Sunrise.
Impression, I was certain of it. I was just telling myself that, since I was impressed, there had to be some impression in it, and what freedom, what ease of workmanship. A preliminary drawing for a wallpaper pattern is more finished than this seascape.
Still, their boldness caught on. They painted outdoors, worked fast, and embraced visible brushstrokes and vibrant color. Shadows weren't gray, they had color too. The goal is to capture how the world looked in a single, fleeting moment. But some thought Impressionism was too loose. Georges Seurat led a wave of new Impressionism with a more scientific approach. Instead of blending paint on the palette, he used tiny dots of pure color side by side, relying on the viewer's eyes to mix them. This is called optical mixing. Paul Signac pushed it further, using flowing curves and sharp color contrasts for decorative effect. With yellow against purple, the canvas hum with energy. Post-Impressionism isn't a single style. It's a catch-all term for artists who took their own path, breaking free from Impressionism. Van Gogh's self-portrait from autumn 1887 featured in this exhibition might not have his trademark swirling drama, but it still gives you a sense of movement like a time-lapse photo. Cézanne loved painting still life but refused to follow traditional perspective. Although these objects are in the same frame, it makes you feel like you're looking at them from different viewpoints. Toulouse-Lautrec sketched on cardboard with thin paint. He didn't even cover the whole surface, and you can see the color of the board. These movements are all paths to modernity. Stefan Gauguin, the curator of this exhibition, reminds us not to confuse modernity with modernism. For the artists featured here, modernity was less about a style, but about a choice, a desire to depict the world around them. Whether painting in traditional academic form or inventing new ways of seeing, what united them was the shared ambition to capture their present moment.
Ici, nous avons pu accrocher des œuvres ensemble qui étaient séparées en France. Et personnellement, je trouve que c'est un très grand succès. Ça nous donne beaucoup d'idées pour notre propre musée. Ici, l'accrochage est extrêmement précis et nous permet de donner une histoire complète de la modernité. Et je crois que c'est le grand succès de cette exposition.
因为这次的展览全球只此一站，只在我们上海浦东美术馆有。这次奥赛是提供了107件作品，而且这107件作品可以说每件都是非常的重磅和厉害，然后在艺术史上都有它相应的一个地位。特别是还有中国观众特别熟知的梵高的在阿尔勒的卧室、梵高的自画像、米勒的拾穗者等等，就是我们几乎家喻户晓的作品的真迹，都来到我们浦东美术馆，所以一定是一次艺术的盛宴。
Well, if you've got any questions for us, you can find us on the socials.
We always love hearing from you, and you can find all of our content online as well. And join us here on Dragon TV Monday to Friday.
Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.
Bye-bye.